Hi everyone, Nick Craddock, host of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and you're watching me on Hometalk. So to start off with, we have about a 3.5 to 4.5 inch styrofoam ball. I always like to give you guys kind of different, sizes because it's totally customizable. We're going to start with our burlap ribbon. So this is just a 1.5 inch wired ribbon. If you want to use, twine, if you want to use fishing line, you absolutely can. Anything just to hang your ball. So I have some of these corsage pins. So we're going to just take our pin, dip it into our hot glue, apply a generous amount, you don't want to skimp, and then just poke the ball or poke the pin right into the styrofoam ball. So I like to do that several times, at least 2 or 3 pins, to really make sure that it's in place. See how much hot glue I'm using? I'm not skimping whatsoever. Come back in with a second pin, and then 1/3 and final pin. And that should keep our ball nice in place. So now what we can do is cut a length of ribbon off. Depends on how long you want it to be. So if you're trying to hang this on something that's very tall, cut it a little bit longer. I'm going to just cut mine about, 28 to 30 inches like that. So now that we have this nice and secured, we're going to wait for the glue to harden up, and then we can come back in with some beautiful spring flowers. So we have some of these beautiful kind of fuchsia colored garden roses, and what I've done is I've just pulled up all of the leaves to the surface. That is an important step because you don't want to have the leaves being too far down, or else your ball won't be nice and tight and all of the flowers will kind of be side by side. When constructing these, the thing I look for most is making sure that the flowers are as close to the ball as possible. It really creates a nice effect. So once you have all of your, beautiful pink garden roses cut off, what we can begin doing now is dipping them in our glue skillet and start working them in. So these are all the pink flowers I believe we're going to use. So since that's it, I do want to make sure that I'm spacing them out a good distance. So at least every couple of inches. That way we have some room to come back in with some of our white flowers. So just continue working them around. And I like to kind of create a ring around your ball to start off with. And then we can always come back in with, extras if we have them. So then we're going to place one there. We're going to cut off another and place it here. Make sure they're inside. And then again, I am hot gluing these as I work them in. So I have one final bloom that we essentially can just place anywhere. So I'm just going to stick this one right here because that seems to be the most logical spot. So now that we have all of our pink blooms in place, we can come back in with our fillers. So before we work in the white, I did find these beautiful kind of lilac colored roses, and these are the same style of flower as the pink ones we just added, and I think they're going to be very fitting for kind of our spring color combo. So these would look great, placed anywhere. I think they look great hanging from lampposts outside. Another great option for securing these is indoors in kind of sets of 3 from your ceiling. I think that would look great. Another great option would be weddings. I think these would look amazing for weddings. So the possibilities are endless. The color combos are endless. The season and holiday application is endless. You can work these anywhere. And they're extremely popular, and they have been for many, many years. Long before my time, and chances are long before your time as well. These hanging orbs have been really popular. So we're going to just place another pink one there, or kind of a lilac colored one. So you can create these out of strictly greenery, and they would look absolutely amazing. So it's whatever you really want. I'll take our final one and place it right up top like so. So now what we can do is we can come back in with our fillers. So I've already broken down one bush, but these are just very inexpensive Joann's flowers, and they honestly carry the same exact ones at the dollar store. So you can actually turn this project into a dollar store themed project because the styrofoam balls they do carry there for $1, and you can also just be using any inexpensive ribbon. For a project like this, you do not have to be using wired ribbon, you guys. I can't stress that enough. I just have tons of wired ribbon, so I don't mind using it. But if you just have, unwired ribbon from any craft projects that you've, done over the years or that you've saved, put that to use because you're saving money and it'll have, honestly, a better kind of cascade. And when it sways in the wind, it'll be, this will still work. Don't get me wrong. This is what we've done for years. But the unwired ribbon would just kind of have a better control in the wind. So we're going to just continue working in these white flowers, placing any last minute flowers where we feel is necessary. So you can just constantly rotate it. And I think that's good. So we have one leftover flower from the 3 bushes we broke down. And this is how it turned out. So I'm going to hang this up and show you guys. Another possibility for this awesome hanging ball is to actually take a stake or, a spike, poke it into the styrofoam ball, and then use this as a topiary. So I think that's another awesome kind of advantage to using these styrofoam balls.
Okay, and this is how the hanging ball turned out. And these are one of my favorite projects to create because not only are they so easy, they're so versatile. You know, you can hang these from a tree, you can hang them from a lamppost. I think they look great in weddings, and the possibilities and color combinations are endless. So thank you all so much for watching this video. This is Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and you're watching me on Home Talk. Bye, everyone.